Hey everyone, it's me, James Marcuzzo. This is the KSS, and I have a short video based on a message I just got from a student that completed the course last semester. And I thought that it would be useful. The student in question was thankful and appreciative that though we had differing opinions and perspectives, he still did well in the class. And I suppose I forget that in the modern day, people are oftentimes concerned that political or philosophical disagreements can metastasize into something greater than they should be. Jonathan Haidt talks about this in our week 1 video in the reflection assignment. Don't censor yourself in this class. Say what you believe to be true. Anchor it, right, in reason and logic. Tie it to the articles that we're discussing. But come to your own conclusions and never for a moment think that our disagreement is going to hurt your grade. If you are a big fan of President Trump, I'm going to push back. If you hate President Trump, I'm going to push back. If you think that Kamala Harris would have made a great candidate or a great president, I'm going to push back. Whatever you do, whatever you say, I'm going to try to poke at your argument. This is a manifestation of the Socratic method. You're going to put forward ideas and I'm going to challenge them. And in doing so, you'll either fill in the gaps to say, oh, that's a good question. I think this because, or you'll say, geez, that's a good question and I don't have a good answer for that. So maybe I should rethink my perspective. Whatever. What is important is that you read the articles, you understand the arguments being made, and then you weave those in, right, to whatever story you're telling in your paper. Whether you agree with them or not, it's not the point. So if you have any fear or concern about that, I want to shut that down right now. Be honest, say what you believe to be true. There's a famous quote that I'm going to paraphrase here. He who knows only his own side of the argument knows little of that. And what that means really is that if you only have your own talking points in your little bubble and your little echo chamber, you don't understand what the alternative perspective is. You don't maybe consider the values that inform those perspectives. And if you understand the strongest arguments for the other side, it can sharpen your own position, or it can maybe help you to find some compromise where you go, oh, I don't agree with a lot of what you say, but on a couple of these points, that's kind of reasonable. Maybe we can find some compromise. And so I encourage you to think in those terms. This is the distinction between steel manning and straw manning an argument. When you straw man an argument, you take an opposition position and you present it in its weakest form so that you can easily knock it down, a straw man. What you should be doing if you are if you're of good integrity, what you do is you steel man your opponent's position, right? You deal with their position honestly and as strongly as they could make it, and maybe even stronger. That gives you better credibility in making your own argument, and it also might lead to the outcome, as I said, of having a deeper understanding of their position and giving it some legitimacy. Consider, no side is always 100% right or wrong. Very rarely is that the case. Food for thought. Talk soon.